gonna get better now. But you're still a drunken slob.
Yes. Things are gonna get better now because you are listening to Headbangers and Hooligans. As always, thank you for listening. Scummalicious, yours truly. I'm ready to bring it. The kid's gone, and still a little upset. You know, Mom came a little early, kind of severed the guitar duo. He was Adrian Smith, I was Dave Murray. We were working on Run to the Hills and The Trooper, and bam, just like that, taken away, snatched away from me. Like an alien, like Alien in the Alien movies. Only his mom didn't eat him. But she took him. I'm okay though. I feel pretty good, you know. And that lovely word, alternative. Remember that in the 90s? And, you know, recently I talked about all the shit songs from the 90s, but there was still some bright spots, and I don't want to be all doom and gloom, so I came up with 15 songs that you should check out. And all of these artists started in the 90s. I might have a couple songs that weren't released in the 90s, but that's when their career started. And we're going to get right after it. Liz Phair, do you remember her? Do you? Well, it's real funny because an ex-girlfriend had a song of hers that I liked called Flower, and I'll be getting into that song later. You know, if you weren't paying attention to the lyrics and you just heard her singing, you would think that it was all happy, you know, lovey-dovey, smiley music, kind of, you know, because she's not angry when she's singing, you know, but wow, when you hear the name Liz Phair, just think of a gigantic parental advisory explicit lyric sticker immediately. Because I don't think she recorded a song where she, you know, she didn't get dirty or, you know, sexual. A lot of F-bombs. And I have to admit, I was impressed. And she's in here 3 times. I couldn't help it. Dare I say I was kind of blown away. I should have paid more attention to her, and like I said, I knew the one song because of my ex-girlfriend, but wow, there's a lot to Liz Phair. By the way, she's from New Haven, Connecticut. Nice little detail for you. You know, I think Gigi Allen was from New Hampshire. So, you know, not that she's on the same level as Gigi Allen, because she's not. I'm just saying, you know, the East Coast, they can get nasty if they need to be. Okay? My favorite underwear is the song. It's going to kick this list off. Number 15. Now, it came out in 2003. Listen to these lyrics. And quite honestly, these are really, really tame lyrics for her. You know, comparing them to lyrics in her other songs. Leave you lying on the bedroom floor. Leave you hanging on the bathroom door. Take you for granted, but I'll always know exactly where you are. My favorite underwear. So, you know, if you're a dude, you know, think of your girlfriend's underwear when you're listening to that song, maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Okay. Number 14. Everybody knows this song, okay? Blur. Song 2 came out in 1997. And Damon Albarn, the singer. You're gonna remember this. Oh, woohoo! Da-na-na-na-da-na-na-na. Oh, woohoo! You know, and I can't remember the line he says, because, quite frankly, I didn't pay attention. But that little riff, it's simple, but it's so catchy, you know. And then, you know, towards the end of the chorus, he says, all the time, but I'm never sure why I need you. And I need you. Da-da-na-na-na. Oh, woohoo! I mean, that's really all you need to know from that song. And isn't that funny? Like the simplest thing. And you could probably make a whole career out of it. I don't know much about Blur other than that song. I know they've recorded a lot of other stuff besides that. But I dig that one. Alright, number 13. Sponge. Not SpongeBob SquarePants. Because anytime you type in the word sponge, that's immediately what pops up. No, Sponge the band. They're out of Detroit, Michigan. And I want to give you the band members. And why am I giving you the band members to Sponge? Is because I own this album, Rotten Pinata. Okay? Now, the song is Rainin'. Alright? Vinny Dombrowski, the singer, Kyle Neely on guitar, Andy Paddlin on the other guitar, Tim Paddlin on the bass, and Billy Adams on the drums. The reason I like Sponge so much is because of Vinny. What up, Vinny? Unique voice. And I'm not going to go into detail about the unique voice because you're tired of hearing me say that all the time. But it's pretty cool. And I hate to admit this, but this is kind of a sappy song a little bit. And, you know, I'm not a big fan of sappy, but it's a really catchy song, and you're going to sing it when you hear it. The moment is gone. Time runs out. Well, it's raining. Raining in my house. And, of course, as usual, the actual singer is better than me. And even though I put forth my best effort every time, I always encourage you to go listen to the actual song. Seriously. Anyway, alright, number 12. Ned's Atomic Dustbin. Do you remember them? Now, the album for me is Are You Normal? Which came out in 1992. The song is Spring. They got kind of popular like around 1990 with I believe the name of the song was Gray Cell Green. And the unique thing about Ned's Atomic Dustbin is they actually have two bass players, alright? They got a bass player that plays the regular bass, and his name is Matt Cheslin, alright? So he's just going along with the drums, and then you get the other bass player. Yes, dual bass players. He plays like a lead harmony melodic bass, and that's Alex Griffin. And it works. You know, at first I didn't think I would like that, because when you hear that, it's like, do we really need to hear two bass guitars? Do we need to hear a bass guitar as like a lead instrument? And because I'm not a big fan of Primus, you know, I'm not saying they aren't talented, but it's just like Les Claypool. I just want you to play like a song, you know. I don't need to hear all the crazy little things you do on the bass guitar. But Alex Griffin, he doesn't go crazy with it. He stays within the confines of the song, and it works. And the vocalist, John Penny, the guitarist is Gareth Rat. Yeah, that's his nickname. I don't know if that's a very good nickname to have, is it? Rat? At least that's not a very good nickname to have if you're a mobster. Anyway, Gareth Rat Pring, guitarist, and then Dan Warion on drums. Alright? Anyway, Gray So Green. It was on MTV, you know. It was probably on 120 Minutes. Remember that? The alternative show. But this album, Are You Normal? Which I have on cassette, by the way. This is the one that really hooked me in. They do a cover of Saturday Night. Remember that song? Yeah, they cover that, and it's in a movie. And I know what movie it is. So I Married an Axe Murderer with Mike Myers, which was actually a funny movie. Mike Myers is annoying. That movie's funny. Anyway, Spring. Could your mind be as shallow as my 5 o'clock shadow? And then the chorus. Now, I never said I'm be all and end all, but you had to end it all as soon as you'd seen more. I never said I was worth less or worth more. And it's so cool. Like, it's a super catchy chorus, and the bass guitar, he's kind of playing it like a lead guitar, and it sounds good. And you definitely want to listen to the actual song. I mean, that was a pretty good sound effect, but yeah, you know what I mean. Alright, number 11, she's back already, Liz Phair. Now this song, I gotta take a drink on this one. Okay, so, God, this song title is just amazing. It's called Hot White Cum. Not kidding. And listen to these lyrics, alright? My skin is getting clear, my hair's so bright, and all you do is fuck me every day and night. Give me your hot white cum. Tell me that you can listen to that song and not smile. You can't. There's no way. I didn't know this song existed, and I think I listened to it about 14 times yesterday. I loved it so much that I sent it to a bunch of people on Facebook. I am a Liz Phair fan. Big time now. That's all it takes sometimes, right? One song, you're like, oh, I'm in, I love this artist, and then I find out all this other shit. Holy fuck. Seriously. Alright. Number 10. I love this band. Local H. Alright? Now, they've had a bunch of lineup changes, okay? The album, well, the song, this particular song, Eddie Vedder, okay? They were a two-man band. Scott Lucas was the singer and the guitarist, and they had the drummer, Joe Daniels. And what Scott Lucas did is he added a bass pickup to his guitar. So he was basically the bassist and the guitarist. It was so unique and so cool. I just love this band. I really do. And Eddie Vedder. Such a great song. They made a video for it. It's just so catchy. You go ahead, as good as dead. And he repeats that a while. You go ahead, as good as dead. Da 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 da. You go ahead, as good as dead. And then the verse. I love this part. I don't need another friend. I've got too many friends. If I was Eddie Vedder, would you like me any better? That's it. I quit. I don't give a shit. You notice how I emphasize shit? Oh, he likes to cuss. He likes to cuss like all the kids do. Yes, I do. I do. I like to cuss. I can't help it. Alright. Number 9. Wow, I'm flying through this. At least it feels like I'm flying through this. Am I talking really fast? See, I just get nervous when I think that the show's going to be ending. You know, because I like to talk. It's hard for me to not talk. Dig. Believe. Does anybody remember that song? I loved this song, and yesterday I watched their performance, and this came out in 91, so we're talking, holy shit, 26 years ago? Well, they started as a band in 91, I think it came out in 94. Anyway, they had 3 guitarists, right? And they actually sounded pretty good. And I think that it was the David Letterman is the show that they were on. And I was surprised because for some reason, I just had this idea in my head that they wouldn't sound very good live, but they really did. And why don't you believe in your own God? Yeah. Boy, there was a lot of religious themes back in the 90s, right? I just realized that. And they had another very cool song. It didn't make this list, called Unlucky Friend. Very good. I did have this cassette, but I gave it to a guy I worked with because he liked him more than I did. Great song, though. Check it out. Alright, number 8. I am so excited to talk about this band again because they're from Minnesota. We're talking about Soul Asylum, right? And they did start in 1981, alright? So this is one band that kind of, maybe they don't belong on here, but man, all their good stuff was in the 90s, and when people think of the 90s, they think of Soul Asylum, okay? But of course you got Dave Pirner, the guitarist, singer. I did know this. I found this out yesterday. He started out as the drummer, alright? You remember him? He had the crazy hair, and he dated Winona Ryder for a while, I think. And of course they had Dan Murphy was on the other guitar. Carl Mueller was the bass player, and he passed away from cancer in 2005, which, don't get me fucking started on cancer either. That shit's ridiculous. Anyway, they're on here twice, by the way. Yeah. Misery. Remember that song? They say misery loves company. Remember that one? Kind of catchy. Came out in 95. We could start a company and make misery. Frustrated Incorporated. Put me out of my misery. I'd do it for you. Would you do it for me? We will always be busy making misery. I mean, tell me it doesn't get any more real than that. You know, because I talk about it all the time. The backbone of our country, you know, truck drivers and warehouses and factories, they bust their ass. And, you know, it's not fun sometimes to wake up every day and go there and bust your ass. You know, 10 hours a day, 5-6 days a week. You know, songs like that, they help us get through. Yes, I said us because I've done that work before, and I respect anybody that does that work. It's tough sometimes, and you got to give them, the people that do that, man, I'm telling you, you know, it's not the funnest job in the world, and they're sore after they get off work, but they're doing what they have to do to support their family. Nothing but respect for all of you. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting all kind of sentimental and all that shit right there. Anyway, number 7, Ned's Atomic Dustbin again. Name of the song, and it's off Are You Normal also. Leg in His Own Boots. Now, the first time I heard this song, I really wasn't paying attention to the words, you know, because I like the music, you know, so I'm kind of bobbing my head back and forth, and then one day, I started listening to what he was saying, and then I thought, wow, man, kind of an evil fucker in this song. Now listen to this. Do you think I should, because I think I could, get my fingers down your throat at the same time that I cut you with a very long, very sharp knife? I must confess, I think it best that I separate your breath from your body. It's only a shell, so don't you worry. Wow. Yeah. I'm thinking when he wrote that song, or whoever wrote that song, maybe pissed off at their girlfriend a little bit that day. You know, that was therapy for them. Very therapeutic to write those words down. You know, he didn't want to act out on those words, but it just felt better to get that shit off his chest. Good for him. Alright, number 6. Yes, she's back again for the final time. It's Liz Phair again. And this is the first song I heard from her that I had mentioned before, and it's called Flower. And please, when you get done listening to this, if you haven't heard it, just immediately go to YouTube and listen to it. Just listen to this shit right here. Every time I see your face, I get all wet between my legs. I want to fuck you like a dog. I'll take you home and make you like it. Everything you wanted, everything you thought of, I'll fuck you and your minions too. I want to fuck you like a dog. Everything I'll do to you, I'll fuck you till your dick is blue. Holy shit. Yep, that's an actual song, and a woman wrote that song and she sang it. Tell me you don't have respect for her now. Holy shit. Liz Phair. Yeah, you know, I can never look at her the same way now. Because I've seen her picture quite a bit. I never thought about her that much. You know, it's like, yeah, she's okay. I remember that one song. Holy shit. Alright, number 5, Local H again. The song High Fivin' Motherfucker. Does that kick ass or what? Seriously. And it's off the album As Good As Dead, same album that Eddie Vedder was on. You high-fiving motherfucker. Your crass fat ass, you stupid steroid fuck. I'll bet you even named your grand prize monster truck. Your crass fat ass, you stupid steroid fuck. Hijack the pit, you shit Mel Bonding as Moose Brut. Yeah, either way, Local H is definitely telling you what they think too. And they had the next album, I can't remember the name of it, Pack Up the Cat, something like that. That whole album is good. Just such an awesome band. I know that, and this is a while back, 15, 16 years ago, here in Iowa, they played in Des Moines for free for the local rock station. Yeah, that same stupid rock station that I bitch about all the time, Laser 103.3. Anyway, Local H, they were fucking cool. Played for free downtown. Good luck at finding a band that'll do that nowadays. Hell no. Alright, number 4, Plowed from Sponge. And this is the one that got played on the radio a little bit. Say a prayer for me, say a prayer for me. I'm buried by the sound in a world of human wreckage. I'm lost and found, and I can't touch the ground. Remember that one? It's just such a... And that whole album is amazing. Rotting Pinata. And, you know, yes, I have to do it again. It's just Vinny's voice. It's so weird to be saying Vinny's voice because I'm thinking of Joe Pesci and My Cousin Vinny. But, yeah. He does it for me. It's a man crush. Alright, number 3. Already. Babes in Toyland. And the only girl I'm going to mention, because it was a trio, remember them? Is Kat Jelland. And by the way, she has a B is the first letter in her last name, and I think it's silent. Otherwise it'd be Kat B. Jelland. But I think it's just Kat Jelland, and I could be wrong. I don't know. And the album I'm talking about is Fontanelle out of 1992. And wow, this girl was really angry in this song, and obviously she's mad at a dude, and she's definitely mad at a chick that maybe slept with her dude, or I don't know. But you definitely gotta listen to this one too. This is these lyrics. I know you're feeling bad, you fucking bitch, you cunt-hole bitch. My name is Gretel, yeah, I've got a crotch that talks, and talks to all their cocks. It's been 12 city blocks. You fucking bitch. My name is Gretel, yeah, I've got a sloppy ass slot. Yeah. And just like Liz Phair, when you hear a woman like singing that shit like that, and yeah, she's the exact opposite of Liz Phair. Like, Liz Phair's all bouncy and happy when she's singing. Not Kat. She's pissed. Yeah, that Fontanelle. First time I heard that, I was like, holy shit, that's a woman. And she is not fucking happy at all. Number 2, they're back. Soul Asylum. I love this song. And I know everybody remembers it. Somebody to Shove. I'm waiting by the phone, waiting for you to call me up and tell me I'm not alone. I want somebody to shove. I need somebody to shove me. Remember that one? This is a great song. And when I hear it, it reminds me of the Buckster and the Sanitarium, the Bachelor Pad, because we crank the shit out of that CD a lot. Just a great song. And as much as I love that song, there's only one other song from the 90s that can top it. And I guess you call them a one-hit wonder. I don't care. The Toadies. Remember them? Out of Fort Worth, Texas. The song Possum Kingdom, the album Rubberneck from 1994. Vade and Todd Lewis on guitar and singer. Lisa Umbarger on bass, yes. And a woman bass player, very cool. Mark Resnicek on drums. Oh, and Daryl Herbert on guitar also. You remember the song, Make Up Your Mind. I learned that song guitar, by the way, the other day because a friend on Facebook said, you know what? Dude, I think you could play the song on guitar. It sounds easy. He was right. And it's such a cool, unique song. Decide to walk with me around the lake tonight. Don't be afraid, I didn't mean to scare you, so help me, Jesus. Yeah. Holy shit, there's another song with a reference to God or Jesus. Kind of weird, huh? They're in the 90s, but listen, I don't think the Toadies are a religious band, but that song's so unique, right? And that bass guitar. That was one of the first songs that I can remember where I was like, yeah, man, I love that. That bass line, doo-doo-doo-doo. And then the guitar kind of plays the same part, but seriously, Rubberneck, that album, is worth it just to listen to that song, right? That's the way I see it. So there you go. My top 15 alternative songs from the 90s. Kind of, right? Close enough anyway. There's a couple songs that aren't in the 90s, but that's okay. You get it. You understand where I'm coming from. And I am excited. Tomorrow, the top 50 countdown continues. Of course, check my Facebook page, Headbangers and Hooligans, and I always leave a little hint on who it's going to be. In fact, I'm going to do it right after I upload this show. Well, you know how I do this. Take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.